Good morning, everybody. I know it's been a while, but you're probably clicking on this video because, yes, we have blown up the transmission in Granda. If you're new and just watching this car's got a full STI engine swap. We just put a 71 millimeter Tomioka turbo on it. We're over 20 PSI. And the story goes, I was on my way home from a work party. A couple of my work friends, who I'm friends with outside of work, wanted to go for a ride in the car because I had not taken them for a ride since we went big turbo on it. So we took them for a ride. Long story short, I wanted to give them a first gear rip. This car used to rip first gear on the old turbo just fine, even though it's a stock 5-speed with just blast plates and some lightweight shockproof oil. However, as soon as I ripped first gear, she ripped. I grabbed second gear. As soon as second gear grabbed, and as soon as the clutch grabbed and all the boost hit, second gear gave out. It exploded second gear. Could immediately hear all the chunks in the transmission, and I got the car home. The car can still drive. I've still got first, third, fourth, and fifth in reverse. It's just second gear that's missing. But the matter of fact is this car just makes too much horsepower now for the stock 5-speed. So we are going to be 6-speed swapping it. However, if you look at the car from behind right here, you see how much camber we have? This is something that I've honestly kept a secret for a while. Granda drives like a boat. This thing handles horrendously, and I honestly don't even enjoy driving it because it's just boaty. The steering wheel has no feel to it, and I'm over it. So I've actually got a new set of wheels sitting in the garage for this car. We're taking a lot of the camber out. It's still going to be stanced. It's still going to have some camber. It's still going to tuck wheel. It's still going to stay on bags. But we're going to be going from like -10 degrees of camber to like hopefully between -5 to -7 degrees. I want to take some of the camber out. We're going to go to a little bit bigger of a tire. That way we feel out the wheel well a little more, have the ride height a little higher. Then we're going to do strut tower bars. We're going to do sway bars. We're going to make this thing a street beast. And if I'm going to spend all the money to throw a 6-speed in that, I'm going to be pissed if it still drives like a boat. I'm going to be almost like 40 grand into that thing, and it's going to drive like crap, and I'm going to be pissed if that's going to be the case. So we're going to fix it. But I promise you, car will still look very good. Okay, I have a plan. I have new wheels sitting in the garage for it, but they are not the color I want it. So we're gonna go to O'Reilly's, grab spray paint. We're gonna paint the new wheels before we put them on. A little Audi cold start. Oh yeah, I also ordered, sorry for the compressor, I also ordered some stuff for the Audi, and we're gonna be building the Audi further than it is now as well. And I have some plans for that. Also, square back update, coming so soon. I'll probably work on the square back today, but that's gonna be in a different video, but I'll film it. Never seen 1K clear in a can before. 20 bucks a can, but I feel like I gotta try this. So I did get one of the 1K gloss cans to see how it works. There was a pearl one I thought about trying, because it had some like green flake in it. I thought it'd be a really nice contrast to the car. But after thinking about it in my head, I mean, I sat there, I even FaceTime with my friends, like, should I do this or not? But after I thought about it for a minute, I realized that thinking in my head, the kind of green flake that was in that pearl, I feel like would clash with the color of the car a lot. And so we're not gonna do it. But I did get the 1K gloss, just gloss clear. And we'll see how that looks. I've never used that before. All right, we're back with all the paint. Time-lapse time. I'm excited to try this 1K clear. It's looking nice. The next pair, all sanded and cleaned and ready for primer. I know you guys probably thought that these were like TEs or something, but no, I wouldn't be spray painting TEs. You know me, another set of reps. Let's go. I do not care. These turned out so good. The 1K clear laid on so nice. I'm gonna wait till they actually fully cure though to put them on the car. But the ARCs are 18 by 9.5 plus 30 with a 25mm spacer in the front and a 20mm spacer in the rear, which brings it to plus 5 in the front and plus 10 in the rear, because those are 5 by 114 non-running adapters. These wheels, they're Miro 328 or 363 or something, 3 number thing. They're discontinued, they don't make them anymore. They're just rep TEs or But these are 5 by 100 or 18 by 9.5, 5 by 100 plus 20. So I'm going to gain 15mm of clearance in the front and 10mm of clearance in the rear to take camber out. So those wheel specs are going to take what these wheels look like, and we're going to go in 10mm in the rear and in 15mm in the front, which gives us extra clearance to pull some of the camber out. It's still going to have a decent amount of camber. It's still going to be stance. It's just going to be a little bit of less camber so I can have some more fun driving the car. And then we're going to do sway bars, like I said, to make the car handle as good as I possibly can. It is the day that the ARCs come off Granda. Luckily, even though the transmission's blown up and I'm missing second gear, I can still move the car with first gear. I've still driven around, at least can drive it to the wash station to get it washed so she's not sitting out here with all the dirt on her, because I can use first and third, so it's not that bad. Kind of sad right now. This is one of those, am I gonna regret this? But kind of have to do it anyways because I already have these. What I'm most worried about is the rear. Now, because I had 25mm adapters up front, there's no relief cuts for adapter studs on the back of these wheels. They're perfectly flat. I can show you with this wheel. That was from my accident. If you look on the back of it, there's no reliefs for the studs if you have adapters. So what you do is the 25mm was enough that the stock studs were behind it and I didn't have to worry about it, but the rear, being only 20, had to cut the studs a little bit to get them to fit. So now what I have to see first is see if I can even get a wheel on. I don't want to drive it like that, okay? Even though I'm putting these wheels on, I am not going to drive the car with cut studs. I just want to see how much thread there actually is, because my main goal right now is just to get those new wheels on so I can sell these. I am going to replace all of these studs, okay? Okay. I have one side on, mostly, and half of me just absolutely hates it. The other half of me likes it. And even though I spent like 6 or 7 hours making sure to do right on the spray paint job, which I've done countless sets of wheels with spray paint. I have done so many sets of wheels with spray paint, and I've never had this happen. As soon as I put them on, I didn't even nick this part of the wheel with the socket or the lug nut or anything. I didn't even nick this part of it. It just flaked off. It's not on, it did it on the rear wheel as well. It just flaked off right in the corner. Did it on 2 of them on this wheel and 1 of them on that wheel. And I'm pissed. Like, this is making me just want to buy a full set of new wheels instead of deal with this, because this is so unbelievably annoying. I don't like it as much as I thought I would, sadly. And the spray paint is not doing well. Either I'm gonna have to buy brand new wheels or get these actually powder coated, but I guess leave a comment down below if you like this look or not. I want to do white center caps, possibly a green stripe, but I'm sitting here, I have no idea. That's where we're in this. Peace out. Future Max here. I hated those so much that not even 2 days later, I sold the white wheels and I sold the ARCs, and I ordered a whole new set of wheels for the Forester, which will hopefully be here soon. I also might have found an entire drivetrain for the car. So Granda may be coming back sooner than we thought. Stay tuned.